Hi guys, it's Borks and hello, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome back if you've been here before. So today guys is Vlogmas day. I think we're at 10 at this point, guys. Yeah, today's video is kind of a sad video. It's a story time. I know I say around Christmas time and holiday season that I am the real life Christmas shoes. Or at least I graduated to being the former real life Christmas shoes. So today's video, guys, I'm gonna really tell you guys how I became Christmas shoes. Guys, I know I'm like a little weird because anyway, guys, to start at the beginning, I am the real life former Christmas shoes. If you guys don't know what that means, the song where his mother is going to meet Jesus. How she said that there's clothes were always. I don't want to sing the song lyrics because I don't want to get copyright claimed, but his clothes were always worn and old and dirty. Guys, to a degree, I can relate since I am Christmas shoes. I'm not the person the song was written for, but I am the real life former Christmas shoes. I say former, guys, because I'm in my 30s now. I take care of my 90-year-old father. We're doing all right. Like, my clothes aren't worn and old. My clothes aren't holy now. They're not dirty now. Some of them are. Some of them are worn and old, but I toss them away or fix them. Anyway, guys, I basically was doomed to be Christmas shoes from conception. I don't like to give out too much of my parents' personal business on the internet because one of them is no longer here to defend it, to tell me not to post this. Guys, my mother was, you guys don't know, firstly, guys, I'm from both my parents are disabled. Both my parents were and are disabled. So I had to take care of my mother most of my life. Sorry, guys, the knife is in the background. Guys, I don't care. I had to take care of my mother. She had multiple problems. This poor woman, guys. I don't tell too much about my mother because she's gone. But my mother was physically disabled. I actually should say both my parents are physically disabled. They weren't like mentally, but they were both physically disabled. So guys, my parents were told in 1991 that they had one healthy baby. That was my brother's story is none of my business to tell online. But neither my parents had trouble trying to have a baby. I mean, these poor people had so much trouble just trying to have a baby, trying to have a regular life. It was so sad. Anyway, guys, my parents were raising two of my cousins who, for privacy reasons, I never give Denny and Giovanni's legal names on the internet because I don't have permission from my family to do so, and I do not want anybody to dare attempt to harm them or their graves or their grave. I wouldn't want that. So, hey guys, my parents were raising Denny and Giovanni almost since they were young, almost like back and forth ish, because my uncle was sick, and I don't like to say too much about my uncle because he was sick. Anyway, guys, my parents had gotten pregnant. My mom had gotten pregnant 3 times with a failed miscarriage because of her disability. And he told my mother, you would never have a baby. Well, my parents did, and I'm not going to give out the year that my older brother was born. My full brother. I have another one who was a piece of garbage. He's only watching this, he should just, no. Rupert should know where he needs to go. But anyway, guys, so my parents tried for a healthy baby because my father's children were grown. My parents were an age gap couple, like 20-some years. Not quite as bad as Jay and Gloria on Modern Family, but close to it, guys. So, they had Joe in the show. Well, guys, they had us eventually. And in 1991, my parents were told not to try and conceive. It would be dangerous for my mother. And if she tried to, she could die having the baby. Well, do you think my mother listened? I wouldn't be here if she did. She didn't listen. And when the doctor discovered that she was pregnant, the doctor told my mother, it might be best to terminate because this isn't good. We were playing babies, by the way, guys. My father admits me and my brother, all 4 of us, there's 4 of us all together, all 4 of us were playing. It came right out of my father's mouth that all 4 of us were playing. He was like, you were all playing babies. I just want a big family. He was like, I want to beat out your grandparents. Both sets of my grandparents had a lot of children. My father was one of 4. Now he still has a brother left, and my mother was one of 6, and she has 2 brothers left. So, we had big families. Anyway, guys, I didn't like to bring in my past and me getting bullied, but it does have a big part in this. So, anyway, guys, my birth amplified my mother's condition. I don't know if because I could go just say because you guys will remember when I go do another video. My mother had full blown multiple sclerosis that blew her whole body went out from it, guys. And when she delivered me, you guys, they told my mother that she might be able to go natural with me, but they weren't sure because they were thinking she can go VBAC, which is natural after C-section. But guys, towards the end of my mother's pregnancy with me, things went really wrong. They didn't realize I was hypoglycemic. I was about transfusion, but anyway, guys, I was born at 28 weeks, given 12 hours to live, and I'm almost 32. So, anyway, guys, but when I was born, I turned the hand basically that would make me Christmas shoes. I turned and twisted and popped it, basically made me Christmas shoes, because my mother delivering me, we both almost died in the operating table. My umbilical cord was around my neck, and my mother started to, I guess, coat, and they had to, like, really try to save her. How the guys watching Twilight when Bella's giving birth almost is, like, weird, because that almost happened to my mother delivering me. My aunt and grandmother were there, and my dad wasn't told. But anyway, guys, my mother hurt her leg before I was born. She had a car accident with Denny and Giovanni, and all she cared about was making sure they were all right. Well, guys, my mom almost had to have her leg amputated because of the way her knee was smashed, but they were able to save it. But she was never the same. Both her legs, and she was never the same. So, anyway, guys, with the MS and all that, my mother's condition started to get really deterred, and by the time I was 8 years old, I had a friend who, I'll call him a friend because he was someone around, but he was a bully who used to tease me. And my mother wanted to introduce him to church and teach him how to be a nice boy so he wouldn't keep hitting her disabled daughter. Well, guys, my mother decided to try and take them to church. They were late one day, so my mom went to run to tell the, sorry guys, I'm sniffling, by the way, I just took a shower and I have a bloody nose. Anyway, guys, this has been happening a lot lately with me. My mom tried to fell over church, broken pavement, and broke her hip, and, like, her foot was backwards. It was terrible, guys. I heard about it through the church. Like, hey, a woman fell outside and broke her leg. I'm like, I'm sorry, that's horrible. I got outside, and my mom's, sorry, guys, I almost said something there I shouldn't have said. Anyway, my mom's friend came out, and she greeted me and said, Borkson, are you all right? Did you hear? Are you okay, honey? Like, we're going to take you home, sweetheart. And my cousins were even, they're like, what's going on? She said, Borkson, did you hear? And I was like, this woman fell. I went, yeah, I heard it. They went, honey, that was your mother. I went, what? And I go to get home. I swing open the front door, and there's my mother laying there with a broken leg, freaking out, refusing. Guys, this is where you know I'm my mother's daughter. Refusing medical treatment. You guys are going to find this funny later on in the week. I've heard it's going to be funny. Guys, I keep getting hurt all the time. So lately, like, I have this bloody nose. I won't go to the hospital for it. I get it from my mother. I get it from my mother. Anyway, my mom wouldn't go to hospital to the point where my father had called ambulance. I was like, you need to take her to the hospital or something. I think she called ambulance. Took my mother out. They had to operate, put 3 screws in my mother's hips. Now, guys, they only were supposed to put 2, but the doctor messed up and put 3. And he was mean, he was rude. And the doctor was like, oh, yeah, everybody says their kids are beautiful and handsome and their husband's good looking. Yeah, why are you any different? We showed up. We went, oh, my God, your family is gorgeous. So I was like, I'm telling you, my kids take it to my husband. My husband's a gorgeous man, like I told you. Anyway, guys, that was in the summer, and my mother's condition continued. Like I said, I'm not making this video to slam my dead mother. Like, Borgson, you're talking bad about your mother. I'm telling this, guys, to reach out to you other children out there who are Christmas shoes currently. You can do this. If I can beat this, I can beat Christmas shoes. Then you can too. You can get the other side. On the box of daddy, I gotta beat it. Anyway, guys, my father had to cut my mother's food up and feed it to her. She was never the same. She could not walk. My mother was in a wheelchair. I got bullied in school because you're going to end up just like your mother. You R word. Now, guys, my eyes are staying still but cocked, which is a little weird. Normally they're all over the place. I swear, guys, my eyes act normal when I film, but in public, you can see I'm disabled by my eyes. Anyway, guys, I get teased. I used to get teased and bullied in school because my mom was disabled. I mean, my so-called friends would bully me. That's what I say when I say that people like Joni and Ashlyn are the greatest, one of the greatest friends I have. Like they are, and the neighbor ladies I have, like aunties, like they are the best because everybody else mocks me. Your parents are old, and if I hear from one more person where my real father is, I'm going to scream. But you guys scream anyway. I was told my mother should lose custody of me because of how disabled they are. Guys, they are. They are both severely disabled. My parents were both disabled, and my father still is, but now the tables have turned. I'm his caretaker. But guys, I mean, come on. Anyway, guys, my mother had a heart attack in front of me at the age of 16. I'm dead to my mother had a heart attack in front of me when I was 16. Well, I mean, could you wait a few weeks, Mom, and had it on my birthday? My mom had a heart attack a week before my birthday, and it kept continuing until about a week after my birthday. So, the doctors actually she coded it. They thought she was dead a few days, like a week after my birthday. So my mother almost died originally right after my birthday, and I didn't really feel like I didn't want to have a disabled parent, and I was being bullied. But anyway, my mom had to have like a stint. I'll stop putting her in all, keep her alive, and all that crap. Anyway, guys, I got bullied so bad for being Christmas shoes. I'm just like, I'm proud of it, you guys. I don't care. I'm proud to be former Christmas shoes. And you know what? When that song's on the radio, I will sing it with the tears running down my eyes in front of my own children one day and proudly turn to my daughter and say, I was Christmas shoes, or I will walk away and cry when the song plays. Because guys, at 32, sometimes when that song plays, I gotta walk away and I cry normally. One time I played on Christmas Eve and I bawled my eyes out because I'm Christmas shoes. If my dad likes to remind me, no, you were not. You were former Christmas shoes. Yes, I am former, guys. When that song plays on the radio with my daughter, sorry guys, like I said, I have a bloody nose. I'm sorry, it's gross. Anyway, you guys, so when that song goes to play on the radio, I want to proudly play it for my children. Like, my mother did go without most of the time. She was so disabled, she did go without. And I tried to buy her little knickknacks, and she didn't want it, guys. She did try and make Christmas good for us growing up. I mean, you guys should have seen those tapes. Guys, if I ever get my VCR working, I would love to show you guys my Christmas tapes. Me and Derek, like, opening up the presents and going through them. Guys, I just found my picture album of my mom's nieces, nephews, and all at Christmas. Like, my mom made Christmas good for everyone, but she couldn't make it good for herself. So, guys, that's just part of how I became Christmas shoes. And my mother did pass away in front of me almost. When I was 17, guys, I swear I woke up to the craziest nightmare. Guys, know I'm in with Noah Galvin right now. That's what my mind cares about. Well, back when Ian Somerhalder got popular, that's all I cared about. I had a dream about Ian Somerhalder. And guys, it's stuff. What do mean this on the internet? I dreamt where Ian had come to me in a dream and he said to me, "You're gonna be alright. It's just a little while, and the whole world's gonna change." And I'm thinking to myself, "Who the heck are you? Why are you saying this to me?" The guys in the dream started to get really creepy when my two cousins walked in, and they said, "We're gonna keep her down sleeping because you know what? Forever can start tomorrow. If she gets up, forever starts now. Forever starts now." Now, what are you talking about? And then I'm gonna have to I'm dreaming this because I don't know what the heck's going on. I'm starting to wake up, so I hear voices, and guys, I'm 17 at the time. I'm a young, disabled, special girl, and I hear my father pleading to save her. Please, please save her. Like, I would rather die in place of her. And I start thinking, oh my God, guys, the break-in. Like, we're being broken, I better call Derek. I better call Derek. My brother, better call him. Oh my God, like, we're gonna die. I don't call Derek. I don't want Derek getting killed. Oh, I'm all gonna die. Kind of crap, right? Like, and then I go back to sleep because I'm like, I'm dreaming this, right? And I start dreaming my grandmother. And she's like, "I know the pain you're about to experience. And just remember that everybody loves you and we're there for you. And this is going to be very life-threatening, like traumatic, almost like life-threatening. You're going to be all right, though. And I'm like, what's going on? I wake up again. And I hear a man's voice. I didn't know, to my knowledge, did not know it was a paramedic, say to my father, I am so sorry for your loss. And I'm like, what? I'm like, did Dad die? Because I was like, Dad's dying. Because he's 27 years older than Mom. So I'm like, did Dad die? And then I heard my father respond and say, we have a young 17-year-old daughter. What do I tell my daughter when she wakes up? And I'm like, what? So I get up. I grabbed Corky, which is my teddy bear. You guys probably haven't met him yet. My videos, my teddy bear Taylor, Dory, my gorilla, and my Tigger. He's dressed up like a mask. I love my Tiggers, guys. I have a huge Tigger collection, Winnie the Pooh, but it's a video for another day. So I go up, and I hear my father, guys. I will never forget in the day in my life. I heard my father say, I said, Dad, what's going on? He said, nothing, honey. I said, Dad, tell me what's going on. And he said, honey, Mommy went to heaven, but please be okay. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. I was going to be all right. And all of a sudden, Dad sees Tigger bouncing down the stairs. Like, okay. Dad sees Dory. Dad sees Taylor. Dad sees Corky. And at this point, he spins around because he knows, like, hey, they're all coming down. Borkson's coming down. And like, boom, boom, boom. I fell down the steps, sprained my ankle, flipped down. Thank God my father grabbed me. My father doesn't even remember this. My father grabbed me and said, almost all I have left now. It's not, as I found out what Borkson know, whenever picked me right up and said, that's all I have left now, and picked me up. I do have an older brother, but I've always been like a daddy's girl type. Like, I'm number one. No, I'm not. Dad even told me flat out he does not rank the four of us. I'm just, in his face every day. I'm his caretaker, so I'm in his face every day. So anyway, guys, that's basically how I became the real-life Christmas shoes. Guys, it wasn't all bad. My aunt was alive for several years. My aunt died when I was 25, my mom's last sister. And whenever I wanted my mother's hugs, I actually just seen my cousin at Black Friday, my aunt's daughter. And I told her, I said, when I need my mom's hugs, when I needed to hear her advice, I go to my aunt. And she's gone too. Guys, oddly enough, I didn't think my mother's passing like that. Shocking, but I mean, I was on the floor when my aunt died. I was hysterical. My boyfriend at the time thought he was going to have to call ambulance because I was acting up. I mean, I guess so. I mean, you can't understand your speech-impaired girlfriend. She's hysterical. I mean, I was on the phone, but he was like, am I going to have to come over to your house, get you, and call ambulance? Like, are you all right? I was like, freaking out. I was like, what the heck? And they said, text me, what's going on? I said, my aunt died. My aunt died. And he was like, oh, crap. And guys, it felt like my mother had died all over again. It had ripped that wound. And guys, I'm another person where I tell you something's blue. I tell you something's yellow. I tell you something's pink. I don't know. I have more stuff in my bloody nose. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm the real life Christmas shoes, and that's how I became it. Not everyone in the family calls it by the same name, but it's okay, guys. This is a really long video. Remember to comment, like, share, subscribe. Go over and hit that bell. But every time I upload, remember, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. Actually, Hanukkah's not over yet, I don't think. I don't know, guys. I'm not Jewish. And Happy Vlogmas. Bye, guys.